resilience, and the intent.
Even though we gave 15 minutes extra, still, stage 1 tested how teams think under pressure, how quickly they work with test cases, and how well they strengthen their solutions in real time.
The competition was intense, the margins were close, and the effort on display has been truly undeniable.
As we move into stage 2, we reach a defining moment of the Buildathon. Based on our evaluations, we will be shortlisting our top 6 teams.
These top 6 teams represent a powerful balance, 3 from student teams and 3 from working professionals. Whether or not your team makes it into top 6, what you have built and tested during this journey is already a win. So, as the evaluation reaches its final stretch, take pride in the work you have done, because this stage rewards effort, clarity, and resilience. A huge round of applause for all the teams available here.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we now move into the most decisive and high stakes phase of today's Buildathon. This is the moment where ideas are no longer just discussed. They are challenged, questioned, and validated. Welcome to stage 3, the pitch round.
From this moment on, it's no longer just about the idea. It's about whether it can survive the questions. Think it as a Shark Tank moment. Bold pitches, tough scrutiny, and absolutely no room for fluff.
Stage 3 is where only the top 6 teams make it through. However, we won't be revealing the team details just yet.
Yes, you heard that right. The teams will be revealed one by one as they are invited to come up and pitch on the national stage.
Based on the pitch round, we will be identifying our winners across both categories, that is working professionals and students. And the stakes are just as high as the ideas on this stage. Here's what the teams are pitching for.
Well, the total prize pool is 4 lakh. Any guesses on how it's split? Anyone? Guys, you can share your ideas. Well, to continue with this, the total prize pool is split into two categories. The first prize position holder will get 1 lakh rupees. The second position holder will get 60,000 rupees. And third position holder team will get 40,000 rupees from each category, from working professionals and from the students.
So yes, big ideas, tough questions, and rewards that truly match the effort.
From this point on, every pitch can change the leaderboard, and every answer can make all the difference.
Okay, so before jumping onto round 3, that is pitch round, now it's time to invite the pillars of expertise, the minds that will evaluate solutions of top 6. But before that, I would like to call HCL Google leadership on stage for felicitating our esteemed jury members. HCL Google leadership team.
To begin this distinguished moment, we are honored to invite a leader who represents the strength, trust, and scale of India's financial backbone. I would like to request Mr. S.P. Balamurgan and Mr. Kanchan Khedkar to felicitate Mr. Debashish Mishra, Chief General Manager, Delhi Circle, State Bank of India.
मैं सभी से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि तालियों में कंजूसी मत कीजिए. Please give a huge round of applause to everybody present here. तालियां रुकनी नहीं चाहिए. आप में जोश बहुत है, आप दिखा सकते हैं प्लीज.
गाइस सॉल्यूशन सबमिट हो चुके हैं, हाथ इतने भी नहीं थके होंगे. ओके थैंक यू सर. आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू Sir, I would request you to be seated for the jury round, please. Next, we are honored to invite a key force behind India's academic and innovation ecosystem, Dr. Buddha Chandrasekhar, Chief Coordinating Officer, AICT, Ministry of Education, Government of India. I would like to request Mr. S.P. Balamurugan and Mr. Kushal Dev Kashyap to felicitate Mr. Buddha. Dr. Buddha. Let's give a huge round of applause.
Now, representing the backbone of modern data-driven innovation, Mr. Ankit Kakkar, Senior Director, Technical Services Engineering, MongoDB. And I would request Mr. Bala Murugan sir and Deepak Saravanan to felicitate Mr. Kakkar.
Sir, please come. Please have a seat. Thank you, sir. Now, joining us from the world of global technology and strategic leadership, Mr. Sandeep Saini, Senior Vice President and Head of Strategic Initiatives, HCL Technologies. I would like to request Mr. S.P. Balamurugan and Pranav Manocha to felicitate Mr. Saini.
Sir. Now, someone who has mastered the art of simplifying technology for millions. India's top content creator with over 3.3 million followers, Mr. Neeraj Valia, also known as Easy Snippet. And I would request Mr. S.P. Balamurugan and Abhishek Ahlawat to do the felicitation for Mr. Neeraj Valia. Guys, give a huge round of applause.
Guys, तालियों की कमी नहीं होनी चाहिए. Guys, let's clap. Thank you, Neeraj. We'll take it. Please have a seat. And yes. And finally, representing GUVI team, please welcome someone who transforms strategy to education impact, Mr. Vasant Vijay Bhaskar, Chief Strategy Officer, GUVI, with a huge round of applause. I would request Mr. S.P. Balamurugan and Mr. Saran Saxena to felicitate Vasant.
Guys, give a huge round of applause, please.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our distinguished jury panel, the visionaries who will evaluate, guide, and inspire innovation at India AI Impact Buildathon 2026.
Now, coming to the format of stage 3. Each team will be allotted a total of 10 minutes. 2 minutes for the pitch presentation, followed by 8 minutes of Q&A with our esteemed jury. The presentation sets the foundation, but the Q&A is where depth, feasibility, and confidence truly comes into play.
So, this round is not just about what you have built, but how well you understand it, justify it, and scale it for the real world impact.
The jury will evaluate teams on parameters including problem statement, innovation, technical strength, applicability, and clarity of thought. Remember, every response matters, every second counts.
To our top 6 teams, this is your moment to shine. Trust your journey, own your solution, and take the stage with confidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set, the stakes are high, and the energy is building. Are you guys ready? Still no energy. Are you guys ready? Still no energy. Shall I try the Uri one? How's the Josh? How's the Josh? How's the Josh? Okay. So let the pitch round begin. To call upon first team from the working professional, again, before calling upon any name, I would like to just say this is not in any particular order. We are calling teams randomly. So don't just have that thing in mind that we are calling first, second, third. These are random teams, okay? Winners are decided based on the jury round, okay? So first I would like to call upon from working professional category, team Davy Codes.
Congratulations, guys.
We have submitted already. On this laptop it won't work. We have not installed BBT. Can you present it for me?
You'll start from here. No, no. No, I'm just waiting for them to switch the HDMI. I can be there. I can be there. You can go to the stage. Okay, I'll be there. Just let me know when to switch.
Yeah, you go present.
Yeah.
You can see the.
From here on. Oh, you want to be here? You can go.
Yes, time.
Taking mic? They don't have mic. Second mic is not there.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, judges, and the team who has organized this beautiful hackathon. So, I want to start with we have developed a solution that is AI voice detection system, where our main model was the ear and eye. So, what we tried to do is, can you please next slide? Yeah. So the problem is, like in current scenario, there are voice clonings, like there are many kind of frauds that are happening right now. Like someone will be calling from bank or someone will be calling from some system, calls are there. So because of those frauds, people are getting confused like whether this is AI or human. So to address those problems, what we tried is, our solution was like the ear and the eye. So we have created an ensemble model, what it will be doing is, the ear was whenever base 64 is getting passed through it, and we have trained a model that is wave to WAC version 2. It is developed by Facebook. So we have used transfer learning and submitted 500 data set, 5,000 data sets. 2,500 data set was for human and 2,500 data set out of AI generated, using which we have trained for ear and eye. So eye is like whatever waveform is creating out of MP3, it will get detected. Like suppose if it is AI generated, there will be spikes in the this graph as you see in the spectrogram. So on the basis of this ensemble model, it will be giving the output. So this is how it works, input audio, then, yeah. So the ear, that is our wave to vector model. Then the eye, which is Mel spectrogram model. And on the basis of, like, by combining this, we have given the output whether it is AI generated or human voice. So can you please next slide? Yeah.
Okay, so please do it fast.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, that is the, this is the technology architecture, the ear and the eye. Can we please next? So we have tried to, so for demo cases, we have used some of the Hindi deepfake news, and we have also trained it using various text-to-speech, like Edge TTS or then Google TTS are there. So we have collected various AI-generated data set, and we have also used common voices from Mozilla. And using which we have, like this is a kind of demo that we have done for this particular test cases. Next slide. Yeah, so we tried to handle mixed language audio, like someone is conversing. One person is speaking English and another one is speaking in Hindi. Then it is also getting detected that whether it is AI or, so if someone is conversing in different language, then it can be detected as well. So we have tried to address robotic humans as well. Then background noise. If some audios has background noise, that is natural in human. So we try to remove it and then detected whether it is human or AI generated. And various TTS, as I have already mentioned. Yeah, next slide.
5-10 seconds more. Okay, then we have to move to the Q&A round. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so what trade-offs we have done is strategy, so accuracy over latency. So we try to, because it is like very concrete, like we have to, false positives are not allowed. That's why we have trade-off in accuracy. Then safety versus aggression. So mostly safety is our motto, safety and accuracy. And current limitations is if someone is speaking in the phone, like someone has recorded human voice, and if they are playing it over phone, then this model is we are working on that part right now because it won't be able to give it AI generated.
Time's up, yeah. Jury, we are open for the questions. You can go ahead. Thank you for the presentation.
I'll take the first one because time is running out.
Sure.
You know, these days, most of the banks, we use bots for customer queries. Like many of the services we give to the customers is through bots only. Basically, they're AI generated or more or less like AI images. So how do you model can catch those false positives and make it customer friendly or customer satisfied?
So what we try to address is, as you have mentioned, that it is like various bots. So we have trained it for various TTS, that is kind of the audio that they use for this kind of frauds. So we have trained it on the basis of that so that it will easily recognize whether it is AI generated or human based.
Is there a false positive test in your model? Like there could be a positive, it looks like AI, but it's not kind of a fraudster call. Is there a false positive rate or a test in your model?
Yeah, we have tried false positive as well. So when we were doing this human robots, at that point of time, we were getting false positives that it is AI generated.
Yeah, maybe let me ask this question in an opposite way what sir asking. See, I'm a human. I called my bank. Let us assume ICICI is my bank.
Yeah.
I called ICICI bank and a hacker basically hacked and put the AI voice in it. So basically I'm talking to a machine, right?
Yeah.
Because on the other side, ICICI can't talk to each and every customer, so they put a machine on the other side. How that machine will identify whether I'm a human or because I'm a human. I started my conversation with a machine.
Okay.
So here you are talking with a HI with a AI. And suddenly there is involvement of HI, hacker intelligence into it.
Okay.
So how you will solve the problem? I mean, this is a real time. See, in the web, right, when you are transferring data from one place to another place, the biggest problem is that, the human, someone is initiating an action, but in between some hacker is hacking it, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing a hooking technology, right?
Understood, yeah.
So if they do the same thing for your scenario, what you will do?
So actually, I have not think from that perspective, but we have to apply some cybersecurity rules as well, because this is totally ML based model. So for that purpose, we have to think it from other perspective that you mentioned.
Madam, what if, I'm having a cold and cough, okay, and I just was to speak with my IVR engine. It says, oh, you know what, Buddhaji, you are not you, but I'm me only. So, mera to us din bukar hai. So, I'm, feeling cough and cold. How your system will authenticate me?
So this is not basically for authentication. This will be giving whether it is human or AI generated. Whether you are having cold or cough, there will be human based waves into it. So it will detect you as human, but it can't say that who the human is. So this is for human or AI generated.
But I think two factors that you've used across is a brilliant piece. Amongst the time that you had very well done. The 200 milliseconds latency, accuracy over latency, the thought process that you brought in, can that be pushed a bit? Can you look at, 200 milliseconds, I can still live with it, which means I can scale this up to give me an indicator if the current conversation that has been initiated is done by a non-human, and 200 milliseconds is okay for that. Now, what's your thought? Do you want to reduce that latency or by throwing in some resources and want to architect your solution that way so it can scale further? And secondly, the extensibility of this to try and give across some kind of indicator that indicates that this is not a human conversation. It's actually happening with a machine. What's your thought in terms of scaling from a UI perspective?
So for first question that you asked, that because of this latency, mostly we can upgrade the architecture because we have used limited edition for testing this, but we can improve, or by adding more resources, latency can be reduced. But for the second question, I didn't really get it, like what you
I want just kind of seek it applicability of this in a real world.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you got limitation of probably doing it on the web because of what you were asked to do here. But if I need to embed this across on an interface that is allowing me to then get across the indication whether this conversation is a green or a red conversation, will then allow me to take a decision, should I disconnect the call or continue. At the end of it, it needs to be put to a commercial use.
So yeah, I was discussing in this summit itself with one of my colleagues that how to how to make this application. So for that purpose, like everyone has used Truecaller. So in Truecaller, we can directly get that this is spam or spam calls or fraud calls. So the same way, we can apply this by listening first 5 seconds, or by making some threshold. We can try to predict at that time, and they will get prompted that this is AI generated or human.
So I think I'll not give you, hi.
Yeah,
I'll not give you, much more harsh time here. They were amazing questions. With respect to the deployment, have you thought about, you talked about Truecaller, right? Have you thought about what permissions and other access criteria will be needed if you need to deploy this application on every phone? I mean, I have a concern that you are listening to me, right? This is from the other side, that while you are detecting, at the same time you are also learning from my voice and probably training your own model later on, right? So I have a concern. I don't know how you want to handle that. Second question is a little technical aspect here. Have you used any code generator tool to produce code for this?
Yeah, sure.
Which one was that?
Gemini Pro.
Okay, yeah. So that was, but the other question around it, have you thought about the security and other access patterns? Because I am concerned as a genuine, I'm calling you, you trained your model with my voice, which could then further be utilized to even deepfake my voice.
So to address this question, we can ask for privacy, like whenever person is installing the app or installing any medium that we are deploying this application, at that point of time they have to give a concern that whether, because I am not sure whether we will be using their their voice for training, but
if I were you, I would use that. Okay. Because that's a genuine true case for me. That's how model works, right? You give prompts to, or you feedback into models, and you train that model. But how effectively you take that pledge, I'm sure everybody is taking that pledge to make sure they don't use my data. Otherwise, I also want to hear from this gentleman if he has any view on that.
Yeah, so the question you asked is actually good. I would say we can make a model, because right now phone are also shipped with TPUs. So we can run this model locally on the phone as well, and make the real-time analysis on the phone, so data is not transmitted to anywhere. And this analysis is run on the device itself, so the data is not going anywhere. So privacy is also maintained.
Which means that if I'm offline and not using the mobile data, I still get a call, you should be able to detect it?
Yeah, I think it will work, because right now there are some applications which are integrated with Gemini, which you can use to, edit your photos. It is not sending the photos over the cloud, but it is just there to erase some part of the, photos. So like that, we can utilize the hard CPUs or TPUs power, which is functioning in our very small devices, but it is very powerful for computation. And I think that will be helpful to keep the privacy to user itself.
Yeah, one last final question. Yes. See, as you have mentioned about Truecaller, right? See, in the telecom authority, there are codes. So you can detect whether it's spam or not. Very simple, straightforward, nothing rocket science. But there is no standardization, for the fake voice detection. So on what basis you will know that, whether it's fake or not? That is my fundamental question. See, here the problem here is, you are assuming that this is fake. You are assuming that he is a human. But there is no standard. So how you know whether it's a human or a non-human? I think there is no standard. So how you will define it?
So, I mean, AI generally is running on assumption itself, because it is generative, and it generates the idea of something which might not be true or might not be, false altogether. That's why we have also segmentation technology where when human is talking and there we slip an AI voice. So there will be segmentation of human voice, then there will be AI voice, and there will be human voice once
See,
again.
it's very simple. Let me put it in this way. I mean, I'm sure you most of you know Kling dot 3.0, right? The recent one. So I will simply use it, okay, and clone my voice. It almost bloody looks like, I'm the one who is speaking. You may be, beautiful than me, with a nice views and all. If you give a front view of mine, it will give all kind of a views like a cinematic. So now, as a visually as well as my voice, both are exactly truly cloned like a human voice and human face. So how you will face this challenge? See, the matter of the fact here is the hackers are much smarter than anyone else in this entire planet. So how you are going to solve this problem? Maybe we are just asking a tough question just so that you will learn more. Huh? Nothing, not that, we want to challenge you, but wants to make sure that you will learn more. Huh? Please answer.
So it is a pretty good question because in my PPT I have also mentioned that it is eye as well as ear. So as a human we are just using our ear, but this model will use eye as well. So if it is AI generated and cloned your voice, there will be spikes. So that spectrogram will be able to get that spike and it will give it as a AI generated. So, and one more thing is any.
Yeah, I have one question. Hi.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this, like, that you need to choose that 5,000 number for training data? Because like 5,000 is not a lot. Then how did you come up with this number? Like, is this like randomly you thought ki we should train on 5,000 audio calls? Or is there some like technical aspect behind this?
So I have used, we have used hyperparameter tuning for that. And initially we tried for 1,000. Then we increases that number of images. And we also included various TTS because initially we were just using Edge TTS, but then we included Google TTS and other system generated TTS as well. And
You just said images you use. Like what kind of images you mean? Oh.
spectrogram.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. So I guess we are running out of time. It's time for the scoring. Any more questions, jury?
All good.
Okay.
All
done.
right, and all set.
Thank you,
All
team.
set.
Thank you for the presentation. Now we'll ask the jury to score for the two Davy Codes.
Now, I would like to invite Team Sigmoid from student category to come up on the stage and do the final pitching. Team Sigmoid. Give a huge round of applause, yaar. Congratulations, team. You will get 2 minutes for the pitch.
Okay, so guys, rule remains the same. Present your PPT in 2 minutes, and then rest 8 minutes we'll ask jury to have question and answers. Okay? Done, yeah. Before they start, a huge round of applause for them. They are among top 6. Okay? They have made their chance among the student category.
Good afternoon, jury. I am Arush. This is my teammate Rehan, and together we are Team Sigmoid. Today we are here to present our I'm so sorry for being nervous. This is my first time on such a big stage. So today we are here to present our solution, which is AI voice detection API, which will help in protecting India from AI-powered scam calls. The next slide, please. Next slide. The next. So now let's explain what's the problem. In, as per the data, in year 2025 alone, Indians lost nearly 19,800 crore rupees to cyber frauds and scam calls. And this means that about 55 crores were lost daily, which is such a huge amount. About 20 million scam calls are made every day in India, and over 50% of those scam calls are now using AI-generated voices. These AI-generated voices may sound real, may confuse you, but believe just next slide.
No worries.
So here's our solution. It is a AI-based voice detection API, which is a lightweight API that that tells whether the voice is AI-generated or human. It uses 173 unique voice features, which AI can't replicate perfectly. It captures micro-level human traits such as breathing patterns, tongue clicking, and there are such various things that humans have, but AI can't replicate them perfectly.
Guys, 20 seconds more. Yeah.
Now, let's move on to the working. It works in 4 simple steps. Step 1, you send us an simple MP3 audio file. Next step, we analyze over 173 unique voice features. Things such as, does it breathe? Is the pitch too consistent? Are there any tone inconsistencies, etc. Step 3, 3 smart algorithms analyze these voice features and vote, and majority wins. Finally, we get the output as the classification, AI generated or human, the explanation, as well as the confidence score. This entire process takes 2 to 3 seconds at max. Should we skip the demo? Can we skip the demo? A nuance we handle. Some speakers, such as agents in
Team, 15 seconds more.
Okay, some real human voices, such as scripted speakers, sound unnaturally monotone and have the risk of being misclassified as AI. Our RML model detects these micro variations in breath, tone, rhythm, etc. And uncertain cases with lower confidence score can be further flagged for human review. Next slide, Pete. Now, where our model struggles? Our model struggles with brand new text-to-speech softwares and unseen AI voice models. Now, our accuracy may drop temporarily over new acoustic patterns, but by continuous retraining and aggressive retraining, we can keep the model updated.
Done.
Okay.
Now we'll move to the Q&A. Okay. Thank you. Now we'll ask jury if you have any questions.
How does your solution look like for an end user?
Sorry?
How does your solution looks like for an end user?
Solution for now, it's purely text-based over the API. We don't have heavy front end, but it gives us only a simple human or AI generated with a confidence score and a basic explanation for reasons. That explanation is hard-coded for now.
So currently it is you give the recording and it will give you the response. But how do you think you would be making it usable for the users?
We could get in real time responses with a correct front end, a simple front end that is not simply an AI JSON response. That's what.
Let's say there is a 1 minute audio.
Yeah.
At how much time you need to come to a conclusion?
A couple depends how much you can send. If you give us the whole audio file, it takes 2 to 3 seconds maximum.
No. In the first 2 to 3 seconds, you would be able to find whether it is AI generated or human, or
at least maybe 5 to 6 seconds of audio file, and then it gives response in 2 to 3 seconds. So at least it takes roughly 7 to 8 seconds for the final response.
Okay.
I'll just continue what Raj asked him. You see, in the live scenario, we must preempt the customer that it is a fraud call. So basically, banks and conversations between customers has to be always preemptive. So is there a preemptive program or a system to check on the customer without knowing the fraudster or these AI-generated calls, so that although call is going on, but the customer knows that it's a fraud call? Is there any preventive mechanism?
Preventive mechanism. See, AI voices have a unique voice feature, or they can't replicate human voice features. So certain voice features can be flagged preemptively, as you said, and can be flagged so that immediately when the call starts, it can respond as spam or AI directed.
It will send a signal to the customer who is on the call?
Yes.
Without preempting the fraudster?
Yeah. No.
Possible?
I think I didn't understand.
Okay, I'll explain.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I think same question which I was asking before. Customer is calling to a bank. Now in between the call is trapped. You want to preempt the customer that please stop the call, don't take it further because it says somebody is calling from AI generated voice. Is it possible?
Surely it must be possible, though I am not sure how we can enact it, but I believe it is possible.
Maybe, see, you are a student, we appreciate what you are doing, and don't worry, we all are your family. We are your brothers. हम भी students थे एक ज़माने पे. You are so fortunate to be here, and you got selected, filtered out of 40,000. You must be proud. Don't worry about the end result. End result तो भगवान के हाथ में, आपके हाथ में नहीं. चिंता मत करो. But I will ask you one question. I just want to extend one thing ताकि आप इसको और आगे बढ़ सके. Why don't you do a SIM binding?
So SIM binding.
हाँ, there is a technology called SIM binding. ताकि एक AI तो SIM तो bind नहीं कर पाएगा, correct?
Correct.
एक आदमी कर पाएगा क्योंकि आपका मोबाइल में तो SIM है.
Yes.
करेक्ट. तो ताकि क्या होगा जब इस हार का आंसर मिल गया ना, क्योंकि वो पता चल जाएगा कि आपको क्या करना. Maybe I will put it in English so that you can understand easily everyone. So what you need to do, see, when you are creating this kind of solutions, you need to go to the root, not on the higher level. The root cause is every mobile holding something called a SIM. Why don't you bind that transaction with your SIM ID so that if AI can't create a SIM ID, right? So what happens, your voice is already binded with the SIM so that the non-SIM based voices, which is hacker based or, or AI generated, can't basically pass through. I think you need to go one step little backward, not on the frontward, because it's very simple to try to find a solution by creating a wrapper on top of it. That is what all Indians are trying to do. But we need to go in depth and see and figure out the problem and solve that problem permanently. I think this is a fundamental difference, that is where I see that, all Indians, most of these companies are all wrappers only. And you are training the data, Indian voices to a foreign model. It's for free of cost. They are taking all that data. I think we need to create this on both the sides. Fundamentally, you need to bind your application to a SIM binding. That is one of the things. Voice cloning is another thing. I think you need to work on that level, then come towards this level. But I really appreciate what you are trying to do. It's very good, what you are thinking. But I think you need to go little on the backwards. Go to the roots to figure out the problem statement properly.
Thanks. I think good work here. Tell me, those three judges of yours, would you get equal votage when you...
No, they have a weighted...
You've given weights to them?
Yes.
Wonderful. And I like this model of continuous training because this field is going to evolve.
Sure.
I mean, look, you were given a brief. I like what you have done. Putting it across a single model would have been, well, a little bit of, I would say, less secure. But giving three independent judges to give a vote across and then putting the weights there is really good. The training part of it, again, is something I really appreciate because you will continue to learn and train. And your weights to individual judges, again, are configurable, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And you would continue to evolve those as well. What is more important also is to learn from the false positives. Where you succeed, great. Happy path is always good. False positives, where you've been able to incorrectly detect, and you very honestly have put across your detection rates as well. Push that into your training and learning as well in terms of ensuring the model trains further. Very well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I have no question, but just
I
to
have one
appreciate...
question, dude. your API is able to detect that AI scam voice and everything. Will it be able to detect if human is trying to scam?
No, that's not possible in our case.
So you're allowing humans to scam, right?
I think our problem question was for detection of AI generation.
AI versus
and
human.
AI versus human generation.
Not
yeah.
scam. Okay.
Yeah, we aren't using that.
Works.
Thank you.
Hey, just one last thing. I think just want to congratulate both of you. I know you were a little nervous earlier, and you were trying to look at the notes, which were not visible because people were taking photographs from there. But it's a great start. I think the amazing thing about your pitch was that you started with the right data, which just resonate with everybody sitting in here, right? Hey, here's the problem, here's the impact. That's how it is affecting the economy in longer sense, in shorter sense, both. And I think I must congratulate for for the start of that story.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you guys. A huge round of applause for their presentation. And also, like Dr. Buddha said, you are here out of those 40,000 people. So be proud of yourself. And we all wish you, with a huge round of applause, many more such stages. Thank you, team. Now is our time to invite next team from working professionals category, Team Siblings. Guys, please give a huge round of applause to them. They are also among those 40,000 people who have
Sigmoid or analytics with Anand. Both are same.
yeah, Team Siblings. Stage is yours. Okay, guys, be quick. We are running out of time. Team Siblings, please come on the stage. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes is your presentation time, and rest 8 minutes is for the jury. Okay. Okay, sure.
This team, they wanted the slides. If you want, you can just take it for this.
Yeah, you can start.
30 seconds is what it takes to clone your voice, and 30,000 to 20,000 crores wiped like that in the last year as per a McAfee report. McAfee reports that 69% of Indians cannot identify if a voice is human or AI generated on call. And that is where we come in. Can I or can you identify if somebody from a non-registered number calls you as claiming to their mom, wife, fiance, father, or mother? And I do not want to live in that reality. So ladies and gentlemen,